Hello there, beautiful people. Tim Lee, Legacy Studio, and Tim Lee Caricatures. The kingpin of caricatures, of course. I am on my way today to Shoto, Montana, where I'm going to be drawing caricatures for 3 days at the Threshing Bee. It's going to be a ton of fun, but first I got to go to the gas station, get my favorite drink of choice, and get on the road. It's only an hour away. I'm staying at an RV resort, and it's going to be pretty awesome. But these are always those scenarios where you're not sure if you're going to make your money back or not. So we're going to do our very best for the 3 days that we're there, and this is going to be a crazy next 2 weeks, believe it or not. I'll tell you more about that later in the video, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the Legacy Studio Network, 7 different YouTube channels, all revolving around me. That's not a great marketing ploy, I know that. All right, I'll tell you more about that in a bit. Alrighty, got my full throttle, so I'm a happy little cowpoke. So now I am on my way. It's going to only be about an hour, like I said. Now, the thing is, I don't think I've ever been to Shoto before. I thought I had. I might be taking an alternate route that I've never done before to get there. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like I had, but I could be wrong. So this will be a first-time experience for me, I'm assuming, and I'm excited about it because there's always new people to meet, new places to see, history to see. And the Threshing Bee has apparently been going for 41 years. 41 years. So hopefully that means a pretty well-visited event. I know that they mentioned somewhere in the ballpark of 800 pins being sold, whatever those are. I'm sure, I would assume they're like maybe collectible pins of some sort that they make every year. So the number that's playing out in my head is 800. I don't think I'm getting 800 people, but if I could get 50, that would be nice. 50 at 20 bucks a pop. I could work with that. If I could, and I have 3 days to do that in. So today it's 9:27 now. This event starts at noon. So I got to get over there, try and figure out where I'm going to park myself with my ginormous trailer and get set up. And then from there, we begin the show. We begin to make things happen. And check this out. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, this is why I love doing what I do. So this is the Shoto Mountain View Campground RV Park, and where I'm going to be for the next 2 days, 2 nights. Kind of wish I could do more, but yeah. A little windy out here, so sorry if you're hearing that. I'm waiting for the owner to come back to get me checked in. It's so gorgeous out here, though. I'm not going to mind this one bit. All right, so you guys know I've been dealing with some leaks in the trailer in the past couple of videos. If you didn't know that, probably on one of my other channels I mentioned it. Now that I'm organizing my channels a little better, maybe that's something that you'll find out about in the past if you look over previous videos. But I've tried to seal things with quad, and it's bubbled up over time and looks absolutely terrible. And we had a great big rainstorm come into Great Falls the other day and found out that there was a pretty solid leak in the back window that I thought I had patched. So I swapped it up. We're going to be replacing these windows soon, so I went and I got some Flex Seal spray, which is the rubber-based stuff. And I taped off the windows and I sprayed this. So unfortunately, yes, it is covering the window a bit. It's literally a black spray paint, so it's cutting off some of the light from the inside. Looks a little ugly. Looks okay from the outside. I mean, if you look at it, it looks perfectly fine. Technically, it looks a little cleaner than some of the other things I've tried to do to this, because I taped it off and made it look all nice and whatnot. But it seems to be working. It's slowly solidifying, and it's definitely covered up those cracks. So I'm thankful for that. So I'm just going to go sit down over here in this lovely swing under this tree and enjoy myself for a few minutes while we wait for Susie to arrive. She's going to help me get checked in here, hopefully. This is very sweet. I'm literally being guided to my spot. This is very nice. And this place is so beautiful too. So very cool. I've never had someone actually guide me to one of my RV spots. This is nice. Look at how pretty it is out here, my goodness. Oh, and I get a tree on mine, she said, so yippee. Alright, the camper is all set up and leveled and everything. It might not look level, but I'll show you how that works in a second. Oh, catching my breath as I'm all finished setting up here. Now I think I'm ready to hop in the truck and go over to our location, start setting that up, because it is 9:45. That doesn't sound right. I feel like it's 10 o'clock something, so I might be wrong about that. But here is home sweet home. Show you inside in a minute. So foot pads are out, and if we look right here on the floor, you'll see this gauge, and it's balanced. So that means this thing is level, so I won't be sleeping and rolling one direction or the other, so that's good. So this is all good. I'm very thankful I don't have to worry about any of this. The truck is all packed up with all my art supplies, so we're ready to get over to the threshing bee. Even though I'm kind of curious if I shouldn't change out of my flip-flops. I'm not exactly dressed for day one, so maybe I'll throw on a long sleeve polo or something, because it's going to get down into the 30s in the evenings out here, so need to make sure I'm prepared for that. 5 o'clock at night is going to be a little cool, I'm sure, and darkening pretty quick too, probably. So a couple things to work out, but I feel good. So I'm just going to do a couple more little things here. If it's really 9:45, I got plenty of time, and get settled in and then get moving. My watch is so wrong. It's 10:50. I'm supposed to be there by 11 to be fully set up and ready to rock and roll by 12. Change of plans, we should just probably get over there and get set up. I see threshing bee signage. Threshing bee and bazaar is where we're going. All right, you might have noticed things have kind of cleared away. There's a good reason for that, unfortunately, and that is that there is a storm brewing right over that hill. It's not a hill, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm packing up just as long as everyone else is too, because we're all kind of a little concerned for our gear as it starts coming in this way. So I think this 5 o'clock plan to close shop is wrapping up much earlier than expected, because right on through there's a lot of clouds coming this way. The question is, how much do you pack up? How much do you keep here? How much do you take? Because you don't want your gear to get wet, especially me when my main product is paper. So, really torn about this. It is beautiful out there, but so windy, so windy. So yeah, unfortunately the day did wrap up much earlier than anticipated. I mean, yes, what are we at now? We're at 4:45. The thing was supposed to close off at 5. And if the wind played nice and the clouds played nice and didn't threaten the way that they did, maybe there would have been a chance to make some more sales. But once every other vendor starts taking off, you just got to take off yourself too. Because, yeah, you can sit there and hope for some more business, but it's unlikely at a certain point. And yes, the sun's over here, but if I could hide the camera just enough, there's some pretty mean looking clouds that are showing up around here. So, and yeah, as beautiful as it is, there's just a lot. Yeah, I mean, the camera makes that look amazing if I color grade this right. But, I mean, these trees are just, well, that wasn't as bad as it was showing a half a second ago, but yeah. I mean, I feel it shaking the trailer. So I'm done. And 5 o'clock. And I don't need to be back till 8 a.m. It opens at 8, so 7 a.m. really, because I packaged up most of the stuff. I was going to leave a lot of it out there, but with the threat of the rain, I don't want it damaging my paper and my products or my supplies, so I packed up the majority of it. I left the tent out there. Dear Heavenly Father, keep that tent there. We'll see. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to figure out how to relax now. Okay, this camera probably makes this look bigger than it really is, but all of my mess over there is all set up, and all my mess over here, excuse me, is all set up. So, kick off the shoes, and I'm ready for bed. And 5 o'clock. The wind is just so bad out there, so bad. Look at that. Sheesh. It's moving the trailer around. It's nasty. So, now I gotta figure out one key ingredient. The reality is, all I brought with me for food is Pop-Tarts and Pringles. I really planned ahead. I'm not good at this kind of stuff. I'm really not. And frankly, I do enjoy eating out and getting food out. So, of course, that's partially an excuse, but this today, even though it was a good day, I only made $120, and that probably has still not quite broken me even on this trip. I mean, if I'm being real about this, the campsite I think is about, let's call it $47 a night. I have it for 2 nights. The gas here alone to refill my tank to full before I left the house was $60. Now, obviously not all of that is accounted, but certainly that is something to keep in mind. And then what else? I bought myself 2 drinks this morning and a little apple fritter thing, which I think was like $15 or something like that. So all this stuff comes into play. So though I made $120, I'm not quite sure if I've broken even from all this, but I'm close to breaking even. And considering how little people came by, I frankly feel very blessed because I feel like I got more business than most of the people next to me did. And technically, I'm so far on the side that I'm kind of like the last vendor, and technically you could easily skip me. But because of all the conversations and just enjoying myself and enjoying talking with people, that just turns into sales and turns into... And also there's friends that know me that I'm getting to see, and they're like, oh, if you're here, you're totally drawing my kid. Which was so sweet, because I drew my friend Jerry. He is like best friends with my father-in-law. Absolutely incredible. And so he brings his granddaughter by, and I draw her up. Turned out great, you know, and she seemed to really enjoy it. I wasn't sure, so when I talked with him later, and he said that she loved it, and then as I was heading back to my truck, this little kid runs up to me, and I look and I realize, oh shoot, it's her. Well, her arms are out wide, like she's known me forever, and she just gives me this bear hug. You know, it's like one of those really low ones, like where she's just reaching around your waist and giving you this bear hug. I'm like, oh. So sweet. So I looked down at her. I'm like, "Did you enjoy your caricature?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Did you like the dog in the caricature?" She's like, "Yeah." So yeah, she was pleased. It just makes me happy. All right. What to do with myself for the next couple hours before bed.
I want to let you know that Legacy Studio is a network of YouTube channels that I've created over the years with over 1,500 videos of all kinds. And if you're enjoying this content, I would love to invite you to join me on some of the other content I've made on a few of my other channels. That it would be perfect for you. Now, Legacy Studio is a Christian-owned and operated YouTube network. And I've been making content here since 2010. So, this is family-friendly content for most ages.
Oh no, I'm stuck. I am so 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 stuck. I am so. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't come here.
And is striving to be a testimony in a climate full of entertainment that goes without moral thought. We try to keep it clean here, but we aren't politically correct. So please support the cause by checking out a few of the other channels here and maybe getting subscribed. Links will be in the description below.
Of Tasga out here, all set up. A balmy 37 degrees this morning to start out. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit. I think a lot of us are not feeling some of our fingers. Thankfully, I think it's like a high of 71, so that'll be a very comfortable day. We've got some cute mules behind us here that are chowing down on some food. So we'll have some company throughout the day today. And yeah, everyone's getting set up. This opens at 8, which happened 20 minutes ago. I don't think we'll see much attention right now. I think all the locals here know it probably starts at 8 and then probably actually starts at 10 or something like that. So all set up. My nose is running like crazy this morning from how cold it is and some lack of sleep. So we got a little bit ahead of us to get things rolling. I need to warm up a little bit. I don't think I'll be able to warm up, but at least warm up, getting my drawing on. So get warmed up and get our day going here. Hopefully I'll be able to share a little bit more with you today than I did yesterday. That's the plan anyway. Wandering around a little bit while things are really quiet. Like I said, it's 9:05. 9:05, 9:07 right now. And yeah, it's quiet. So this is the time to walk around, meet people, check out stuff, and this kind of stuff is so cool to me. And not even necessarily the whole tractor. I mean, the tractor is amazing. What I find interesting is how the seat is always on the very back. Like, you're the last thing to think about on this whole thing. And then this idea. They're literally running a belt right there. I think that's ingenious. I mean, come on. When was the last time that we could take one of our vehicles and turn it into a motor for another vehicle? Turn it into a motor for a wood factory. I mean, seriously, look at this. These things are incredible. And when you watch YouTube channels of people restoring these things or running them after not being run for 20 years or whatever, they're so dependable. It's incredible. And yet we don't have that on our own cars today. Just saying. So, like I said, just waltzing around. It's the early mornings when you sit here and you go, ooh, is this going to work out? It's amazing how quickly the previous day is negated by the next. And I've seen people come in and already be displeased on where they're being put. I admit I'm not a big fan of poop right behind my little booth, but all the same, it's a good location. So we're gonna make this work, and that's my belief. You make work with what you get. People aren't, especially the people here in Montana, they're not out to get you the same way that they are in other places. So this is an opportunity. You just take the opportunity and go. It's affordable. You get the chance to meet a lot of people, network. It's all good. What is this? All right, here's the finished work. And here we go. It's all yours, guys.
Thank you.
You are very, very welcome.
Does it look just like mine?
Yep.
Great.
Look at your tiny eyes, Dad. The kids, they are so honest.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome, guys. Okay, before you guys judge me, the pencil's there because the marker is not playing nice today. So the girls are going to take this home. They're going to erase it. So don't you judge me when you see all the pencil marks on here, okay? Do we have it clear? Okay. Just making sure. Don't look at me like that. Okay, so here we go. We got Abby and Peyton. Abby and Peyton. Hello, ladies. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, my God. I love that. Oh, my God.
That's all yours. There you go.
Wow. Oh, my God. I actually
Yeah,
love
they
that.
hate it. There you go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, guys. Nope, you're not in my way at all. Oh, back in the trailer. Had a good dinner tonight. But I unfortunately missed on sharing the most crazy part of my day with you. And I hate that I'm thinking about it now and realizing I didn't share it with you. Because this was bad. In a stupid way. Thankfully, it would have killed someone else. It did not kill me. I grabbed my soda that I had laying out. And I took a sip of it, and as I was taking a sip of it, I heard a buzz. And then I felt a sting on the inside of my lip. I was stung by a bee that was hiding in my soda. And my lip swole up like a Kardashian, and I went about a lot of my day today with this swollen lip. Come to find out, though, this was interesting. I went to go get some ice, and couldn't have any because I didn't have any. But apparently someone had arrived just before I did who was also stung, who had asked for an onion. And apparently, onions work to assist in removing the venom. So I stuck an onion in my mouth. It was disgusting, and I like onions. And it might have actually helped. I did take two Aleve as well, so that could have also been it. But hands down, a lot of people were looking after me. They heard I was stung. Everyone was checking on me. It was definitely a bummer. I am very thankful I have my beard because it hid everything. But this whole, right here, from this part of my lip all the way over, completely swollen on the inside. I look like Gerard Butler as he gets older. If you keep looking, his lips on the inside kind of do this weird thing. Go look it up and you'll see what I'm talking about. That was totally me today. And I didn't share any of that with you because I was so focused on trying to get over it and get back to caricatures. So far in 2 days, we have grossed $373 and some odd cents, give or take. That does not include all the purchases to get out here, the gas, the 2-night stay here at the RV park, which is like $47 a night. So technically, we have not made much money this trip. We've certainly broken even, at least. So hopefully tomorrow, the last day that we have the chance to make money in, hopefully I can make up for it. We'll find out. I share all my numbers with you guys because this is the reality of what we do. And there's so many other YouTubers who aren't going to share those details because they want to look constantly successful. And while I absolutely feel successful, I want you to see the reality of what is actually going on here. I'm having a great time. I've drawn 15 people in 2 days, which is not a lot. Equals out to about close to $400, give or take. But I've given discounts. I've taken care of people. I've given gifts. So there's a whole bunch of different things that play into this. So for gross, about $370 odd. Net, we won't know for a while. because I'm going to have to look over receipts, everything like that, do the math and whatnot. But that's the reality. So I'm going to get ready to bunk down here soon. Already got the trailer hooked to the truck because tomorrow morning, as soon as I wake up, everything has to get packed up because the trailer is going to go with me to the park. I'm going to leave it there, and then I'm going to go do my day. Work until 5, and then drive home. And then I got a whole bunch of stuff to do at home to prepare then for my trip to Billings after that. So I'm going to say goodnight. I don't know how I'm editing this together, so I'll just see you tomorrow. All right, good morning. Sorry, I know you're being blinded by the sun. All packed up. Trailer's all packed up. I'm ready to pull out of here. I don't want to talk outside the truck because it's still early hour where you're not supposed to make noise, which I've been doing for a bit, trying to get the trailer ready. It's 7:35, so got to be on location at 8. So back we go for day 3. Let's hope we can do a little better than we've done the last 2 days. Sunrise. The great unknown of our Sunday. And I'm getting a little bit of a vibe on how this is going to play out. I don't want to say this too loudly, but I'm assuming today is going to be a very quiet day. So, unfortunately, all the vendors that were on the far side over there, they didn't leave any of their stuff. They packed up everything and left. This place is locked at night and protected, so there shouldn't be a reason that they couldn't have left their stuff there for the next day, unless they weren't planning to stick around. And that's my guess. You look a little dirty. Hang on. So here's the vibe I'm getting. Today is going to be the quiet day, where not much is taking place. I hope that's not the case. And even if it is the case, my booth is on the end and not with the other vendors per se. So it's going to be interesting. That's what I'm saying. We're going to make the most of it. We do it every day. Just rewatched that video. When was one of you guys going to tell me I got something on my nose? What is that? No idea. Thanks. Appreciate it. You had one job. That's to hit the like button and subscribe, quite honestly. You didn't have that job. Anyway, I'm going to go park the truck and the trailer. Thankfully, there's plenty of space to do so. And we're going to see how today plays out. I can get the feeling that I'm going to be leaving early today, which I don't want to do. We've grossed, we're going to say $375, okay? We've grossed about $375. I wanted to see 800. So I'm not even halfway to my goal, which is a bit of a bummer. It's okay. I mean, we're still paying for this trip, making a tiny bit of profit, but what am I doing? Buying a free dinner for my wife one night, and that's all I afforded from 3 days of work? I mean, that would be a shame. We'll see how today plays out. I'm going to do my best. You'd be thankful for the spot you're given, even though you paid for it, and you want it to be in the right place. And I'm perfectly fine with it, except for the poop that is still there in the stall behind. I'm about to sneeze, and I'm not a worrywart. I'm not someone who worries about this stuff. God has a plan. My job is just to see it through and make the most of it and learn from it. So I'll just learn from today. Whatever happens today, I'll learn from today. Let's get started. Let's get stuff. We got stuff to do. We have places to be, people to see, caricatures to draw, money to make. Lord willing. I am pretty thankful for the weather this morning. It's not as cold as yesterday. It should be warmer today. And we'll see how we do. Just hope people show up. Day 3. Alright, first thing I have to do today is pay for my dinner. So I had a lovely friend who took me out to dinner last night. But I didn't want him paying for me, but he's like, I got a plan. So he wants 2 caricatures done, and I'm gonna do them, and it should turn out okay. So I got to get those done, if I get those done and taken care of before anything even begins happening, they're good warm-ups, and I'll be able to guarantee that I'll be ready to do this kind of stuff. So just need to get to work. Settle in. I need to get some Pop-Tarts on board. That way my ADHD meds don't make me sick. So just got to get in the flow. Get in the rhythm, baby. Get in the rhythm.
Work's already done.
Yes. So I don't want you to look at it yet. I don't want you to look at it yet. I just want you to take that sheet. Just don't look at it. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Good. All right. There's yours. Don't look at it yet, because I want to get you guys on film looking at it. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
What are we doing?
You can look at them.
Well, blank piece of paper. Is this like Kung Fu Panda?
It's totally Kung Fu Panda.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That is
Card?
There you go. I thought your wife might like that. Put a little heart in there.
Yeah, I can draw. You know, people keep asking if we're brothers.
You can kind of see why. You ready? You ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Dad happy with that?
That's perfect. That's great.
So, here's the finished piece on this one, folks. Here's the lovely young lady right here. Hello. All right, you ready? All right, here we go.
That's so good.
I told you so. Oh, she's a good faker, I see. Yeah, you're a little actress going on there, huh? So I'm letting it dry just a minute. There's some pencil lines on there I want to erase off of there. So we'll just give it a minute to just kind of chill out there. But you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy? Excellent. This is such a bummer. Another storm is coming in. I'm hoping it's not as bad as Friday's was. A bunch of us vendors are getting a little bit concerned because of that band right there that you can see pretty easily. So things are starting to get blown around. I think we're going to see 20-mile-per-hour winds. So we'll probably start looking at packing up possibly. Got some fronts going on ahead. Unfortunately, we had to wrap. Got everything all packed up rather quickly. The time now is almost 3 o'clock. And I am on my way home because I got to go take care of a tree limb that fell in front of our house. That, if my truck and trailer were there, would have completely messed up the truck. Or the trailer, one or the other. So I got to go home. I got to cut that up and get that all bound and thrown away, or however we're doing that. And then off to completely unpack the trailer, completely unpack the truck, completely pack up the RAV, and then hopefully head to bed, and then head to Billings tomorrow morning. So I'm a little tired. Didn't quite make as much money as I was hoping to. I think we're just below, like maybe 480, 475, 480, something in that ballpark. So we're close. We're very, very close. I was very close to 500. My goal for this trip was 800. Didn't quite make that, but it's okay. You do what you can. So it was a successful event. Tons and tons of networking. A bunch of beautiful people that I got to meet. A bunch of very kind people that are always ready to help and offer their support for what I'm doing. They really appreciated it. The people in charge of the event, they had some ideas for next year that would be a blessing to me because they want to pay for hourly services as well as have me do my art that I'm selling out there, because if I can draw some people for free for a short period of time, then that helps them take care of lines in other places. Like the free face paintings were super popular. Kids lined up for getting their faces painted, which is great, awesome. But if they're overwhelming the people who are doing the free face paintings, then there needs to be another option. So what if they paid for Tim to draw caricatures for an hour for free, or maybe 2 hours for free, and then whenever I'm not doing that, I'm selling them. So it works out well, and I like that idea very much. So we'll see if we'll be back next year. Really nice people, really nice opportunity, and it's these little events that bring on the bigger events and bring on the bigger money. So I try to consider these all networking events. We absolutely paid for our place, which I'm very thankful for. So I'm going to get back, have a little bit of money left in my pocket that we can give to the wife so she can use it for her stuff. Got a little bit planned up for a vacation that we have ahead, and that's all right. We're good. We're moving on. So I'm going to get home. Tons of stuff to do, so I'm going to wrap up this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it crispy, my friends. God bless you guys. First Tim 412. And I'll see you next time here on Legacy Art Studio, where I get to share all my journeys across Montana. That was a fun one. And if I didn't have so much coming up on my plate, I kind of wish it would go a little bit longer. I hate to leave an event early when there's chances to make more money, but got to move on, so we're doing that. I'll see you next time, folks.